Welcome to Surrender, Release, Stillness. I am so happy you're here. This isn't a perfect studio. I'm not a polished teacher. I'm not a guru, and by no means am I a preacher. But what I'm going to share with you here is real, lived, honest. 5 years ago, I didn't even believe in God. Not really. I thought it was a performance, a pressure, something you framed your life around and then other people did. I didn't even know a single Bible verse. Still, I don't know many. But then something happened. My life, maybe like yours, got heavy. Several life-altering events hit me back to back to back, and I got stuck in survival mode, constantly bracing, constantly overwhelmed, and constantly exhausted. I was carrying more than I even realized. Guilt, shame, fear, anxiety, on top of old stories that ran my life from behind the scenes. And I did what I thought I had to do: hustle, hustle harder, strategize, power through, try to prove I was okay to others and mainly to myself. But what changed everything wasn't pouring more effort into my life. It was when I stopped. I began to practice surrender, laying down what I was never meant to carry in the first place. I learned to release what beliefs and emotions had me stuck and that were dragging me down. I started choosing stillness, not checking out, but finally showing up in a new way. The guilt, the anxiety, the fear, they didn't vanish overnight, but day after day, applying surrender, release, stillness, I began to become lighter, clearer, centered. I was no longer living in fight or flight. My body began to rest again. My soul, it began to lead again. And something crazy happened in that space as well. God showed up, not as a weird voice, not as an idea, and not as theory, but as a presence, as a peace, and as the kind of truth I could feel deep within my body. It was undeniable. And as I started sharing some of these God experiences, I realized I wasn't the only one that had been seeking something deeper. There's this moment in Jesus' story when two men approach him, and instead of turning and preaching to them, he just asks, "What are you looking for?" And when they don't really know what to say and they fumble some lame responses to him, he simply replies, "Come and see." That's what this place is. It's not a place to perform. It's not a place to argue about belief. Just a place to come and see, to explore what happens when you stop striving and start surrendering. It doesn't matter if you came here through a crisis or pure curiosity. These tools work the same. Surrender, release, stillness. That's what we practice here. I'm not here to convert you to Christianity or some other religious belief. I'm here to help you see what becomes possible when you finally make space and let something greater meet you. So if you're tired of carrying it all alone, or if something inside of you is whispering there's got to be more to life, or you're stuck in survival, fight or flight, hit the subscribe button, stick around, and just come and see what happens when you apply surrender, release, stillness into your life.